Good evening. Welcome to the Monzac Center at the PAC at Landon School. This is the virtual all-school band holiday concert. And like the last concert, I am in the auditorium in front of an empty stage. We are continuing in pandemic mode. We are not able to do a live concert. That's hasn't been fun, but it's been challenging. But we've actually been making some progress, which is what this night is all about, to showcase the continuing progress that the boys have been making. We've had a lot of interesting things happen since the last time I've seen some of you. We have entered into hybrid learning, and from our perspective, that brought on some interesting challenges. We've been having band rehearsal out on the football field, which at its beginning was very good, actually. It gave us the opportunity to actually see each other in person. It gave me the opportunity to meet some of the new students in person. But it also had some challenges. It was cold. And one thing that I did not realize when we first started this out was the fact that a breeze on the campus turns into a windstorm on the football field. And as a result, we had music flying across the field. We had wind knocking the music stands down. We had all kinds of challenges going on. And in spite of that, we still made some progress. The boys still had fun. The boys still put forth their full effort to getting better on their instruments. And hopefully you'll hear some of that results of that as we go through this evening. The last concert we had contained the middle school band and the upper school band and the middle school strings and upper school strings. This is all band. And as a result, it also includes our littlest bears from the lower school. And I'm really proud of these guys. Some of them are brand new to Landon. In fact, a lot of them are brand new to Landon. A lot of them are brand new to their instruments, and they're brand new to me. They're brand new to the program, and they've been taking this whole challenge in stride. And I think you'll hear some very interesting things. So you're going to hear from the lower school. You're going to hear from the middle school. You're going to hear something that hasn't happened, I don't think in an official sense, since I've been here, actually. And that is a combination of the upper school and the middle school playing together. You'll hear the upper school by themselves. We're also going to have a very special surprise, and it's not a surprise anymore because I'm going to tell you about it. And that is, we're going to have an appearance by the upper school jazz ensemble. Typically, the jazz ensemble does not play on the holiday concert, but I found a piece that I think you'll like and that they like, and I think you'll enjoy it. We also have some special guests that are going to be dropping in. You'll really like this. All right, but let's get started. The lower school band typically plays, for those of you who have been here for a while and have been to our concerts, you know the lower school band plays typically at the holiday concert. They'll play little excerpts of pieces. They'll play, little excerpts from Jingle Bells or Deck the Halls or My Little Dreidel, or just a small little piece. And I wanted to do something different this year. I wanted to give them the opportunity to play an entire piece of actual band literature. Now, what that means is they were challenged. They were challenged to play a piece that was longer than 16 measures. They were challenged to play a piece that required them to put forth their endurance and have a sustained level of concentration. And I do believe they were successful at that. All right. I'd like to talk about Midnight Mission, though. If we can, we might even go back and hear it again, because I want to kind of set that up. The whole idea of Midnight Mission, when I introduced it to the lower school, this is all about, and Neil, if we can go back to Midnight Mission, because I don't think anyone actually heard that. But the whole idea about Midnight Mission was, the Midnight Mission is kind of a depiction of Santa Claus coming and delivering gifts in the middle of the night, but he's got to be sneaky. He's got to be quiet. He can't wake anyone else up while he's delivering the gifts. And I wanted to really get that across to the boys so that they could, when you look at the piece of music at the very top of the music, it kind of gives you some instructions on, how you should play it. It gives you tempos and key signatures and all those things. But in this instance, the word that it used at the beginning of Midnight Mission was sneakily. So you should be playing it as if you're sneaking. All right, so let's try Midnight Mission again and see if you can hear the sneakiness of this piece. This is the Lower School Cub Band playing Midnight Mission. Yay, great job, Lower School Cub Band, great job. Hopefully you guys could hear the sneakiness in that, okay? And Santa's sneaking up on the rooftop and coming down through the chimney without waking anybody up. Hopefully you left him some cookies. But anyway, so that was Midnight Mission, and as you heard, it was a fairly long piece. It's certainly a long piece for third, fourth, and fifth graders. But they rose to the challenge. Some of them had never played an instrument before. Some of them, the fourth and fifth graders, maybe have been playing a year, maybe two at the most. But they rose to the challenge, and I'm very, very proud of those guys. So let's talk about our first guest. We'll go to our first guest again. I put out a call for students to play a little bit of Jingle Bells in their most fun way possible. And I got some takers. And this is our first guy. This is our first gentleman that played Jingle Bells. And this is Jack Greising playing Jingle Bells, and hope you enjoy it. Very good, Jack. Very good. Now, Jack's playing a French horn, and the French horn is a very beautiful instrument. It's a very beautiful instrument, but it's also it can be a difficult instrument to play. And one of the reasons why is because it has what we call very close partials. And for those of you who aren't musicians, what that means is is that there are a lot of notes that are really close together, and you have to be really careful or you'll play the wrong note, even though you had the right number of fingers down. And Jack's doing a really great job at it. And again, very good, Jack, very good. The next group coming up is the middle school band, and they will be playing a piece entitled A Glorious Noel. This piece is written by a gentleman by the name of Eric Osterling, and he really does a great job of writing pieces that sound really good, that seem to be more complex than they are, but still have challenges. They still have challenges. And he wrote this piece, and it has a few different holiday themes running through it. And let's see if you can count and see how many holiday themes there are that you hear in this piece, A Glorious Noel. Great job, middle school band. Great job, great job. Now, I want you guys to remember something. During this period of time, we have never, and I repeat, never had a rehearsal. They've been practicing on their own. We've had kind of mini rehearsals with, maybe the 6th grade by itself or the seventh grade by itself or the eighth grade by itself. And even then, not even all of them together, because half of them would be live and half of them would be home doing virtual. So we've never had a rehearsal at all. And the fact that these guys have put in the time to learn their piece, but also learn it with keeping in mind some of the ensemble concepts that need to be there. That whole idea of playing with balance and blend and playing in tune and playing with the other guy that's sitting next to you, even though he's not really sitting there with you. They really did. Everyone from the lower school to the upper school has done a great job at putting this together, and I'm really, really, really proud of them for doing that. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And we have a new guest. We have a new guest, another person that's doing their jingle bells. Please welcome Austin Rice. Very good, Austin. Very, very, very good. Now, remember I was saying that there's some guys that are new to the instrument? Yeah, Austin's one of those guys, all right? He's never played before. And he is taking to it like you wouldn't believe. He's doing a great job. He even wore his Santa hat. Very good. Very nice, Austin. That was cool. We're going to move to, like I said, we're doing something different this year. We have a combination or a combined middle school and upper school presentation. I don't think that's ever been done in a formal way. Those of you who were here for the last concert, you remember that we had the combination of the upper school band and the upper school strings, which was a different thing as well. But this is the middle school band and the upper school band. And for this, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I know this is a holiday concert. This piece is in and of itself not necessarily a holiday piece, but I wanted to do something that does a couple things. Number one, I wanted to do a march. The ability for a band to play a march is one of the fundamental things that they need to be able to do, is to have the idea and the concept of being able to play a march. But I also wanted to do something that kind of spoke to the fact that we are able to live in a country in which we can celebrate any holiday we want in freedom. And as a result of that, I picked this march because it speaks to the greatness of this country, no matter what side of the political fence you're on. I think we all can agree that the ability to, our ability to celebrate our holidays, no matter what our belief system is something that should be celebrated. And this piece does exactly that. This is entitled Valley Forge March. That was great. Very good, very good, very good. And I hope you guys could hear all those patriotic themes that were running through that piece. I don't want to get too sentimental, but I think it's important for us to realize how lucky we are to be where we are and have all those things that we're blessed to have. Oh, we have a new guest. We have a new guest, a new Jingle Bells guy. Oh, this is one of my favorite guys. When we have class, he comes in. We do classes in Zoom, and when you're in Zoom, each student has their name kind of on their screen, and some kids, have their actual name. Some students have some crazy name, but this guy always has the same name. He has the same name, and his name is Captain Peter Bradley. Please welcome Captain Peter Bradley. That's what I like about Peter. Peter will do everything to the nth degree. If I told him to dress up and have fun with it, you better believe he's going to dress up and have fun with it. Very good, Peter. That was great. He's one of my favorite guys. And the reason why he calls himself captain is he is, I'm sure of it, at some point, I'm going to get on an airplane and Peter Bradley will be the airplane pilot on the plane that I'm on. I know it's going to happen. That's his thing. And that's great, Peter. That was oh, we have a new one. We have someone else here. Oh, this is another one of my favorite guys. I've been teaching this guy for 2 years now. He's actually starting to turn into a really nice trumpet player. And I'm very proud of him. And he impresses me a lot. And I think he'll impress you a lot as well. This is Marco Aldez. Yay, Marco. That was great. It was kind of funny. He made sure he put his trumpet so that his bell covered his face, and all he could see was the bell of the horn and the lights around him. That was really cool. These guys, they really take to this kind of stuff. And I wanted to have something fun for them to do. And they not everybody did it, but the ones who did it, oh man, they did a great job. I'm really, really proud of them. We're going to continue with the upper school symphonic band now. And I think in some ways, this year has been the most challenging for them. And the reason why I say that is they They've been playing for a while. They're pretty good. And they realize the importance of playing in an ensemble live, the skills that come from that, the technical proficiency that needs to happen to make that happen in the way that it should, as well as just the camaraderie. We typically take a trip every other year. We either go to New York or to Florida, which we have not been able to do. And they're missing the camaraderie. They're missing the feeling of taking the time to really develop a piece of music into everything that it could be. So I think they've really been challenged. And what I decided to do was give them a challenge in return, which is, I could have done something really, really easy, given them something really easy to play, and they would have done it and it would have sounded great, but it would have been challenging, it wouldn't have stretched them, and it wouldn't have made them grow. And I decided to give them something that was challenging, that was a little bit beyond what they are used to playing, especially during this year, because of the fact that we have not been able to have a rehearsal. Again, none of these bands have had a rehearsal, not an actual rehearsal anyway. We've talked through the music. We've discussed, different concepts about how you should approach playing this, but we have not had a rehearsal. So there's a lot of things that they weren't able to get. But because they are very conscientious, number one, and they're pretty good on their instrument, and they've been attending their private lessons. For those of you who may not know, Landon has one of the best private music lesson programs, I think, in the country. We have a staff of adjunct faculty that teaches all of our students from lower school up to upper school private lessons, and they've been very diligent about their lessons. Some of them have been with their private teachers now. Some of them for the seniors for 10 years. So there's a very strong relationship between them and their private teachers. But I wanted to give them something that was challenging, that made them work a little bit harder than possibly they thought they were going to because of this challenging year. Sorry. But anyway, this is a piece that was written by Mr. James Curnow. And if you remember from the last concert in October, we did a James Curnow piece last time. And he's one of my favorite writers, in that he writes very lush, very complex, although a little difficult, but not terribly difficult. But I think you'll enjoy this piece. It has a lot of themes. It has a lot of movement. It has a lot of dynamic contrast. And it was challenging to the guys, but they really they knocked it out of the park. I'm really impressed with them, and I think you will be too. This is James Curnow's Christmas Fancies. just so you know, that's not an easy piece to play. It's not an easy piece to play, and especially not an easy piece to play without a rehearsal. We haven't had the time to go through and clean up some of the things, but these guys did a great job in spite of that. I'm very, very, very proud of them. They, like I said, they're punching above their weight, and that's a really good thing. Oh, we have a new guy. We have a new Jingle Bells guy. Ooh, this is going to be nice. This is another one of my favorite guys. He's been with me for a few years now. And this is Jake Schweitzer and Jingle Bells. Enjoy. Very nice, Jake. Very nice. Very nice. I like his posture. One of the things that comes about as a result of the private lesson program is the students learn at a very young age the proper way to play. One of the things that music teachers often find themselves doing as they get a student later on in their development is undoing bad habits. And it's a lot harder to get rid of bad habits than it is to initially have good habits in the first place. And one of the results of having a good private teaching staff is these students are learning the good habits at the beginning of their development so that they don't have to unlearn them farther on down the road. And Jake has a really good posture that looked really good. I'm very proud of these guys. Great job. They're doing a great job. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm having a good time. Oh, we have a new one. Oh, you guys are gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Remember I told the all points bulletin was have fun with it, get dressed up, get crazy as you want, and just have fun with it. Yeah, well, this guy took me to heart. All right. This is Julian Kirstein and Jingle Bells. Very good, Julian. How's that for a holiday costume? Man, that was pretty cool. I'm not sure if he was Christmas or going to yeah, I know. He's going to a Christmas party at Hogwarts. That's what it is. He's going to a Christmas party at Hogwarts. Anyway, that was Julian. He's doing very well. He's made some really good progress on the clarinet. I'm very proud of him, and he's one of my go-to guys. And I anticipate him actually turning into a really fine musician as time goes on. He's got the right attitude. He puts in the work, and he's doing a great job. I'm very proud of him. Remember I told you we're doing something different. The jazz ensemble is going to be here to play, and we found a piece, or I found a piece that's a jazz ensemble version of Deck the Halls. But in addition to it being a jazz ensemble version of Deck the Halls, it's wintertime and it's kind of cold outside. So I thought we'd do something that kind of brought in a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of that Caribbean feeling, man. All right. This is the jazz ensemble doing Mike Collins Dowden's version of Deck the Halls. Don't dance too much. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Had me dancing in here, actually. Hope you guys were dancing too. That was fun. I'm ready to go to the islands. Anyway, so we are pretty much done. We went through the lower school Cub Band. Those guys did a great job on Midnight Mission. We then went to the middle school band. They did a great job on A Glorious Noel. And then they joined the upper school band on Valley Forge March. Then the upper school band played Christmas Fancies, and the upper school jazz ensemble played Deck the Halls. So we had a full program running over the range of students from the lower school to the upper school, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The guys put a lot of work and effort into it to present this for you, and hopefully you guys had a good time listening and enjoying and seeing your son perform with the ensembles. And you know, we're going to continue to work through the year doing these challenges. I'm not sure what comes next, but whatever it is, we'll be ready. Oh, we have a new person. We have a new person. Oh, this one's fun. This one's fun. Now, check this out. So the idea was for them to play Jingle Bells, right? This guy didn't play Jingle Bells. He jingled his bells. This is Addison Hetherington jingling his bells. That was great. I think that's just the perfect thing to end this concert on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you give your sons a big round of applause. They all did a wonderful job, and we will continue to teach music and to educate your sons and continue to have a good time doing it. And on that note, I'll say good night.